Sahajanand Swami Maharaj Ni Jai. Vachnamrut number 148. Gadada Madhya Prakran's 15th Vachnamrut. In this Vachnamrut, Shriji Maharaj gives us a Ramban Ilaj, a short formula of overcoming our inner negativities, our self-created limitations, our weaknesses. After having subscribed to the path of spirituality and self-improvement, there comes a point in every seeker's life where we are very much aware of what our obstacles are, whether it is alas, whether it is pramad, whether it is lustful desires, or whether it is greed, or whether it is anger. We know what swabhav in us we are not able to overcome or are struggling to overcome. He says, ગમે તેવો કઠણ સ્વભાવ હોય ને જો આ એક વિચાર કરીએ તો એ સ્વભાવ નાશ થઈ જાય એવો આ બળવાન વિચાર છે. He is giving us one perspective with which, if these are attempted to overcome, then he is guaranteeing it that we shall overcome them. What is this one vichar? શત્રુ હોય તે આપણું કાંઈક કામ થતું હોય તેને બગાડી દે અને કાં મા બોન સામે ગાળો દે, કાં આપણા ભાઈને મારી નાખે, તો એવા શત્રુ ઉપર અતિશય અભાવ આવે છે, વેર બુદ્ધિ થાય છે. Whenever somebody is not a well-wisher, in fact, he or she only wishes ill of us and harms us, hurts us through words, through actions, or harms or hurts some of our loved ones. Do we like that person? No. We have abhav for that person. We have enmity for that person. We have absolute repellence. We don't like that person's presence in our life because we know that person wishes ill for us and for our loved ones. તેમજ જે મોક્ષને અર્થે યત્ન કરતા હોય ને તેમાં જે કામ, ક્રોધ આદિક માહિલો શત્રુ વિઘ્ન કરે તો તેની ઉપર પણ તેને તેવી જ વેરબુદ્ધિ થાય અને તેનો ખટકો ક્યારેય પણ ટળે નહીં. એવો વિચાર જેના હાથમાં આવે તો એ વિચારે કરીને શત્રુ માત્રને ટાળે. If we realize that all these inner negativities are enemies on the path of spirituality, are obstacles on the path of liberation, they are ruining my relationship with God, they are displeasing my most loved one, which is the Almighty God. If a swabhav in me is displeasing God, will I pamper that swabhav or will I have enmity for that swabhav? Will I allow that swabhav to remain in me or will I be at it and completely uproot that swabhav from me? What kind of attitude do we have towards our enemies? And aren't our inner negativities our enemies? Why should I pamper my alas? Why should I pamper my pramad? Why should I continue to procrastinate my liberation? All these are enemies of divinity. And they are ruining my true happiness. They are ruining the pace at which I can become one with God. If I do not procrastinate, if I do not delay, if I do not become lazy in my satsang, in my seva, in my sadhana, won't I reach my destination earlier? My indiscipline is stopping me from connecting to God every day. My complacency is reducing the intensity of love that I feel for my beloved Lord. All these swabhavs in me are distancing me from my God. If this perspective, if this alertness, if this awareness is constantly kept awakened in us, then there is nothing that they can ruin in us. God will assist us in ruining these inner enemies. But the enmity towards them must not die. અને કોઈક સંત એ કામાદિક શત્રુની નિંદા કરે તથા તે શત્રુને ખોદે તેમાં તે સાધુનો અતિશય ગુણ લે જે આ સાધુ મારા શત્રુને માર્યાનો ઉપાય કરે છે માટે મારા પરમ હેતુ છે. The saints, when they talk about these inner shatrus and they give us tips in satsang and they bring more awareness in satsang towards how to overcome these inner shatrus, then with that attitude that they are also treating these inner negativities as enemies, dushman ka dushman dost, an enemy's enemy is our best friend. Both of us are enemies of these inner negativities, and that makes that saint my bestest friend. આવી જાતનો વિચાર જેના હૃદયને વિષય પ્રાપ્ત થયો હોય તે શત્રુ માત્રનો નાશ કરી નાખે અને કોઈ ભૂંડો સ્વભાવ તેના હૃદયને વિષય ટકી શકે જ નહીં, રહી શકે જ નહીં. With this divine friendship of the saint, who is also trying to overcome or helping us overcome these inner negativities, when both of us work like a team, the saint and us, there is no way that this enemy is going to be able to last. And this attitude, this approach, this thought, this perspective will ensure that all inner negativities are overcome, all impurities are purified, and all complacencies no longer are powerful enough that they slower our growth, they slower our pace. અને બીજા ગમે તેટલી જાતના વિચાર કરે પણ કામાદિક સ્વભાવરૂપી શત્રુ નાશ પામે નહીં. માટે એ સ્વભાવ ઉપર જે શત્રુપણું રાખવું એ જ સર્વ વિચારમાં શ્રેષ્ઠ વિચાર છે. He is endorsing that this one way of overcoming swabhav is better than any other way that you will try. Even if you wish to try 1,000 more other ways to overcome inner enemies, you can't. Who's saying this? The master of this universe, the creator. When he is endorsing a way, we must now try and internalize it. So let's question ourselves. Do we treat these inner limitations or weaknesses as enemies? Do we have enough enmity towards our ayogya swabhav, inappropriate swabhavs like laziness, like procrastination, like desires which are lustful, inappropriate desires, like anger, like greed, like jealousy? All these inner negativities, do we treat them as enemies of God? Our enemies and enemies of God need not be pampered. We must be at it. We must befriend the saints who constantly help us overcome these limitations. When a teacher says you are distracted, it's a blessing. When a teacher helps us in overcoming these distractions, it's a blessing. We must have deepest gratitude for having such teachers, such gurus, such mentors in our life. God has strategized our life in such a way that the right resources, the right tools are given to us, the right both is given to us. He's now helping us identify what and who are our enemies, and he's also giving us the right perspective or attitude of having enmity towards these obstacles. If we are going to internalize and implement these virtues that God has blessed us with, we shall definitely connect with him permanently, eternally, surely, deeply, truly, madly, and nothing in this life will be able to stop this from happening. What's called liberation, what's called moksha, is only one thought away for us, and that one thought is this: nothing can stop me now from connecting to God. I am not going to pamper any negativity inside me, any impurity inside me, any inappropriateness inside me, and I am going to take the help of my Guru, my dearest friend, my Rakshanhar, to help me overcome, fight and defeat all these inner negativities, and help me make this Janam my last Janam. Sahajanand Swami Maharajani Jai.